Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome once again to the Guys Hiding from Their Wives podcast. This is episode 3. It is July 11th, 2018. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Welcome to our new home. We're here. Bear with us, guys. We're down a mic this week. Not to worry, all our equipment's still working good. Mike's just not with us this week. He's coaching some all-star teams. But we do have Alexander the Great. Go ahead and give us a hello.
That's me.
Say something else. These guys want to hear you. These guys want to know who they're talking to.
No, I don't think they want to hear me.
And, of course, with us, as always, the juicy TK. How's those juicy shorts, baby?
Oh, they're good. You know, I'm just being here, being the star of the show. It's all good, really. I mean, you guys, the royalty checks are starting to come in, and we started to work that out, so I'm good.
Well, now I know you're full of shit because, you know, the royalty checks, we're not going to get into that. Couple of things really quick. Very first off, I do want to wish a congratulations to the Carbon Blue 12 and under All-Stars. They were successful, if you will, in defending their state championship. So that is now 5 straight Utah State championships for these boys. They are on their way to California this weekend for the West Regional Baseball Championships, which is awesome. And I was mistaken the other day. I thought that the winner of this tournament now that's going on in Long Beach, actually they go to the Little League World Series in Williamsport. I thought that was the case for these guys, but it's not. Apparently there's it's a different sanctioning body, and there's actually only 2 teams from Utah, I think, that participate in that. So I do apologize for that. One other correction from our corrections department. Tom Hanks' pee. If you remember, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
From A League of Their Own, came in at 53 seconds. I went in and I timed that out, so that is the correct timing. And then one more from our apologies department, which is, you know, again, this is from them, not me. I do need to apologize to Trevor and his wife. I went ahead and used their text conversation from last week without permission, so I do. Our apologies department apologizes for that.
Not to me, but to her. I don't have feelings.
This is true. That's why you're here hanging out with us, because, you know, we just call you names and we rip on you up one side and down the other. What else is happening this week, fellas? It's been kind of a quiet well, I don't want to say kind of a quiet last couple of weeks because we've got a lot to talk about, but what's happening in you guys' world?
Not much, man. I've been hanging out, going to work. Actually, last week I took most of the week off just to chill out and stay as far away from work as I could, so it was good.
I wish I had that luxury. I've worked like 13 days in a row since I went back to work after breaking my foot. And today was my first day off in about 2 weeks, so it's been nice.
Well, which is good that you're back to work after, you know, that your freak injury there. Alex had a run-in with Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster combined. Ended up breaking his foot there, and at least that's the story that we're going to tell everybody that doesn't know any better. So, and hopefully all you guys out there had a wonderful holiday, a great Independence Day, 4th of July, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully nobody pulled a Jason Pierre-Paul. Everybody still has all their fingers intact. I know the 3 of us here, we're all good.
Wait. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Forgot about that. Sorry. Touchy subject. All right. Well, let's get to the news of the day. As of actually this afternoon, the World Cup finals are set. Croatia ended up pulling the, some would call it an upset, over England today, 2-1, and France beat Belgium yesterday 1-0. So the World Cup final is this Sunday, France versus Croatia, and then Belgium will play England in the third place match on Saturday. And I would ask for predictions, but as we know, you know, predicting things here is a complete waste of time because the last couple times we've tried to predict, things just did not go in our favor.
Yeah, I sucked.
We all picked teams that we thought would be strong out of the get-go, and then they've just kind of ended up not.
Everybody that I thought was going to be good has been just horrible. They haven't wanted to win.
Well, and there was actually a comment on Facebook. Somebody asked me who was going to win that France-Belgium semifinal. And the way that Belgium looked against Brazil in their quarterfinal matchup, I picked them all day long. Well, I guess that's what you get for me picking you. You lose.
Yeah, don't pick me ever. I don't lose. I'm a big, hairy American winning machine.
You wake up in the morning, you piss excellence?
Yeah.
All right, just glad to clarify that.
If you don't chew Big Red, then F you.
You know what's coming at that point. Other soccer news, arguably the biggest star in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo. Shock move this week. There had been speculation that he was going to leave Real Madrid. And again, I'm sorry, Trevor, this is a touchy subject for you because I know how you feel about Los Blancos. But he did leave, and his transfer was agreed to. So Cristiano Ronaldo is now going to Italy to play for Juventus.
Yeah, that's a big transfer. $110 million, I think, is what the transfer fee was.
I think so, something like
and then
that.
At the end of it all, they're going to be paying like $339 million.
Yeah, just a ridiculous amount of money. And and everybody was like, well, why is that such a big deal that he only went for $110 million when Neymar made his move to Paris Saint-Germain last year for $200-something million? It's like, how did Ronaldo only go for 105? Yeah, you don't look at all the fine print on that where that deal is actually going to end up costing Juventus about $300-some-odd million.
Well, that and Neymar's a lot younger. At the end of it, Neymar's a lot younger. He has a lot more football left in him. I love Ronaldo. I think he's an amazing player, and I'll still watch his games. I'll still watch him play. But Real Madrid's my team, so if they go against each other, yeah.
As it always is, the only time you'll see these top clubs from Spain and Italy and England and all those go against each other is going to be in the UEFA Champions League. But that's a whole other story for a whole other day. Anything else in soccer you guys want to talk about? I know we talked quite a bit about it before. We'll just throw it out there. Who wins the World Cup, France or Croatia?
I mean, I'm going to go with France. France looks tough. They've just totally decimated everybody they've gone against. They've exceeded every expectation I had for them at the beginning of the World Cup.
And I've gone against Croatia the whole time, so I guess I'm going to go with them this time.
Croatia, that has no business being in that World Cup. Well, I can't say they have no business because they're there. And they pulled off that big upset, some consider, against England today. And one more thing before we get off this topic. I saw a lot of hate being thrown England's way because England fans were all, it's coming home. It's coming home. I'm sure you heard the slogan. They're talking about the World Cup's coming home. And everybody now is like, well, guess what's coming home? The English team without a trophy? I mean, just the amount of shade that's being thrown at these guys is crazy. And really, all I got to say about that is if you're not French or you're not Croatian, sit down and shut your asses up because England did better than your country, wherever you're from.
I mean, I've never lost a World Cup, but that's another story for another day.
Well, you're a big deal, and we just talked about how, big, hairy American winning machine you are.
I got to say, I don't think I've ever lost a World Cup match either.
Yeah, I mean, we'd be a super team.
We definitely should try out next year.
No, then I might lose one.
Well, you guys know the World Cup is coming here in 2026. You guys might be able to take place there.
What, I might be the ball or what?
Maybe.
I am working on my winter body.
I'd be a really good water boy or a ball boy.
Have you seen the way those water boys have to run out on the field? Forget about it.
I'd look great in my shorts, being a water boy.
Oh, great. That's all we need is a full screen advertisement for Juicy on Trevor's shorts. All right, switching gears now. We are about 2 weeks away from NFL training camp beginning. I don't know about you guys, but this excites the hell out of me. I freaking love American football. It's the best sport in my mind, even with all the crap that went on last year, and we're not going to talk about it. I'm not even going to give it any play. We're just going to, the NFL is still amazing. Once we do hit that point, and again, don't hold me to this, but our hope is we're going to be looking at coming to you guys every week at that point, just because there's so much going on in the world of fantasy football, key injuries, things like that. We want to keep you up to date. We want to make sure that we have the correct and timely information coming to you.
Well, you said fantasy football. That's an interesting time to bring this up. Us here at Four Guys HQ, we are throwing out
5-4. Take your pick.
There's actually only 3 of us tonight, so maybe there'll be 12 next week. Who knows? But here at Guys Hiding HQ, we've thrown out the ideas of starting a fantasy football league and doing what was it you called it?
It's a type of we're not affiliated with FanDuel or DraftKings or anybody. They're not paying us anything. We're just using them as kind of an example where it's just a weekly fantasy team. You pick a new team every week. There's not a set limit of players so that we don't have somebody sitting out that really wants to play. So the more the merrier. If that's something that interests you, hit us up. Now this is a good time. I'll give you our contact information. You can follow us on Twitter at Guys Hiding. And you can email us at any time. That's 4guyshiding, spelt out FOUR, at gmail.com. Check out our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/guys hiding from their wives. And you can check out our YouTube channel. It's 4 Guys Hiding from Their Wives. We're hoping to have some clips of some stuff happening up there. It's just good stuff. So if that fantasy football sounds like something that would interest you, something you want, we want to have you guys get in with us too. You know, we sit here and we talk about this kind of stuff all week long. We want to be in it with you guys. We want to hear what you guys are doing. We want to know who you're picking, so some things like that. So as far as NFL news, not really much happening. I don't know if you guys did see about Pac-Man Jones getting in that fight at the airport. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. It was a pretty sweet fight, getting into it with somebody and throwing haymakers there in the airport hallway.
How does that not surprise me? I mean, wait, Pac-Man Jones being aggressive.
Breaking news, Pac-Man Jones getting in a fight.
Yeah, imagine that. I mean, the Bengals. That's all I gotta say.
The Bengals. Let's get into that. Why are you hating on the AFC North, man? I realize that's a rival, but...
Because everybody in the AFC North sucks other than my team.
All right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Good, completely unbiased reporting here from Guys Hiding from their wives.
I am actually really interested in Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. I was really sad when we didn't pick him up. I think he could take over for Flacco because I don't think...
No. Flacco's elite. Come on, who you kidding? Just ask him. He'll tell you.
Yeah, he's the biggest deal. He knows.
So, and I realize it is way too early. We haven't even started training camp yet. You know some huge injuries are going to take place, but it's going to be exciting to see. I think there's a lot of parity in the NFL again this year. I mean, there's so many division battles that could go either direction. I mean, you look at the AFC West, you don't have a clear-cut favorite there. The AFC South pretty much looks like it's going to be Jacksonville, but Tennessee could come in there and surprise some teams.
I want Tennessee to win. I do. I want Tennessee to win.
Pittsburgh more than likely going to come out of the AFC North. We don't even want to talk about the AFC East because, again, it's a foregone conclusion. As long as Belichick and Brady are there, who's winning the AFC East? The NFC West, it almost looked like that's going to be the Rams, but you never know.
You got to see how their team's going to gel.
Yeah,